2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're back for the second round of the Players' Championship. I'm Andrew Catalan. Thanks for being with us on this beautiful day. And Rich, as we dig into this second round, our featured player is leading the pack as the round begins.
He's got a 3-stroke lead. What more can you say about that? Just a brilliant round of golf, the opening round. Let's see what he can produce.
Let's get down to the first hole. This will play nicely. Henny, what can you tell us about this shot?
Yeah, he's got around 125 here.
This is pitching wedge on the way.
Beautiful shot. Really managed that well in the wind.
7 feet left.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
The putt goes in and our featured player extends the lead.
Oh, that settles the nerves right there. Great stuff.
No change atop the leaderboard. Our featured player still out in front. Well, they can't all be good. Oh, I can hear the golf claps around the course. A lot of ground to cover with this putt. John, give us a read on this putt.
This putt looks like it's going to go right to left as it heads up this hill.
That's not bad from there. This one is 5 feet away. Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. Stepping on to the par 3 third.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
That's a great approach shot into this third green, and now a birdie putt coming up. 4 feet left to the hole. What a start for our featured player, extending the lead early.
Gotta love that start right there. Absolutely taking it to the field.
Our featured player continues to look good out there, currently in first place. And we're on the tee of the par 4 fourth hole.
Par 4, 384 yards from the back, a long snake-like bunker down the right-hand side to a cool little green with all sorts of movement on it. A very fun hole to play indeed.
Wow, that was launched.
And that's just sneaked into the second cut of rough.
The mission is simple here. He has to get up and down. Man, that was a good shot. This one should turn left. Wow, that was a tough one to miss for par. A bogey on the scorecard, and things might be turning a little bit. As we move on to the next hole, the lead is at 4.
A long par 4 this hole.
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad. But a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
Looks to be going with the 6 iron. Yeah, hit that one well. That's come out of the bunker and flying. Good shot.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
That's disappointing. And he needs this to save par. And the putt will go. What a great display of resilience on this hole.
Yeah, in the bunker off the tee, great recovery.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. As we move to the 6th hole, it's a par 4.
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
Man, that was unlucky. Just getting into the first cut.
He's standing over his third shot. Ooh, that almost went down. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup.
Nice stroke. Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
Let's head over to the fifth.
We're about 140 yards out from here.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. This one's going right at the pin here. Oh, right by the hole. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our leader is currently out by 4 strokes as we check the standings.
Time for the tee shot on this par 4 hole.
Difficult par 4, 451 yards. Water and sand all the way down the left-hand side. Hit it out to the right. Find the green with your second and sprint to the next hole, making 4.
Not a bad result right there. Okay, we've got about a 140-yard shot here. 4 shots clear of the field.
Will it? Will it?
What an incredible approach shot. It almost went in.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our featured player is up by 5. Okay, it's a par 3.
Par 3, 237 yards in length. A brute, to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
And now a critical putt on the line with a chance to save par. Okay, that was a tough ask. 8 feet to the cup. That's a bogey on the scorecard and will give the rest of the field a little bit of hope. And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard. Now to the par 5, 9th hole. That's a really nice shot. Big opportunity here, a putt for birdie. Henny, what more can you tell us?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
The putt goes in, that's a birdie, and that's the way you bounce back. As we move on to the next hole, he is up by 5 shots. We begin the back 9 here on the 10th hole. This is looking really nice off the tee. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday, Rich.
Got some good vibes after yesterday. Trying to keep it up again today.
That's a textbook swing on the approach shot. Now a putt to get to 14 under par. Well done to get that one to go in.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Before we move on to the next hole, we show you that our leader is up by 6.
We have a par 5 at this one.
Par 5, 558 yards long. Avoid the fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and you might have a hope of going for it in 2. However, you better be brave and you better know what you're doing, because this green will call you out on the second shots if you're not careful.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Time for the second shot at the 11th.
This is bold. Going for it in 2.
Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Absolutely. Love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
There's part of about 6 feet coming up. For eagle. And after that, now sitting at 16 under for the event. Well, there's some real momentum with this player coming off an eagle at the last.
Par 4, 12th, a new design in the last couple of years. Water all the way down the left-hand side, but it's a drivable par 4. Most players will bail out to the right, but the brave ones will take on the green with their tee shots. 2s and 3s are easy to come by, but so are 5s and 6s if you get it out of position.
Standing over his second shot. And he's safely on the green with that shot. This putt from around 18 feet.
He's got this one for birdie.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Looks like this will move to the left-hand side as it goes up the hill.
Now that's a mistake. How do you leave that short? This is a par putt. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. And currently sitting in an impressive 16 under for the tournament. The 13th is a par 3.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
And this is just shy of about 45 feet from the cup, guys. This is going to be good.
Uh-oh, we're starting to hear roars from another part of the course.
John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
It looks like it'll start straight and then break a little to the right.
Three feet to go here to the hole. And that was a bogey by our leader. So the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap.
John, talk to us. What do you got for us?
Hey guys, we're checking in with Will Zalatoris as he gets set for his next shot here on the 2nd.
Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
Saving one there after being all over the parking lot, chipping in for the par.
Well, this is an impressive display by our leader, now out by 6 shots over the field. We've arrived at a par 4.
If you hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back 9, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement in it. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems.
That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
And missing it long with that approach, not a good leave.
Setting up from the first cut here in the green. Found the green side rough. Still, not a bad spot. Oh, that's a tasty looking chip. Top shot. And this one's for quadruple bogey. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard.
We've hit the par 4 15th hole.
One of the more simple tee shots on the golf course, par 4, 470 yards. Just a little fade required off the tee to the fairway. The green sits up above the fairway a little bit, surrounded by a couple of bunkers, but I gotta say, I like this hole. It's straightforward, it's simple, before you head into the final three.
That is right on target.
Yeah, good job. This wind is getting up out here.
5 feet remain.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Our featured player still sits atop the leaderboard. Now to the 16th hole, a par 5.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right to left, start off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their layup. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it or bail out to the left, thinking that's the safe play. It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
Second shot on the 16th hole. Out of the sand. A birdie putt coming up. This could be a big one. He makes the putt and extends his lead.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Let's take a look at how things stand. Our featured player is ahead by 4. We have a par 3 here.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
Okay, a 15-footer remains. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
This putt's going to come in from the left side.
On a nice line.
Oh, so close to a birdie. And just a tap in left for par. And after that hole, our featured player is still atop the leaderboard. Time for the tee shot at 18.
It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole, probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
This is a 7-iron on the way. That's a great position to be in after that approach.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
7 feet to the cup. "18 holes in the books." And the second round comes to an end, and they are in first place.
Always nice to see your name on top of the leaderboard. Just a slim lead, however, for this player.
Well, that'll do it for today. For all of us here at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan. Have a great night.